Have you ever stepped into a room and felt the weight of someone's presence? Their aura so powerful, it seems like they control the very energy around them? That's the essence of real power, and there's one man who personifies it, Thomas Shelby. So, what makes a man like Tommy Shelby so captivating? What makes him the kind of leader who commands respect, controls his world, and holds absolute power over everything he touches? Let's break it down, step by step, and see how you can learn from his approach to life. Let's start with the first and most obvious element, Tommy's presence. When he walks into a room, it's not just about physical stature or dominating conversation. No, it's about the energy he brings with him, the unspoken force that demands attention. Tommy doesn't need to shout or make a scene. His mere presence exudes control. There's a depth to his stillness. He doesn't need to move, talk, or fidget. Everything about him is intentional, measured, and unwavering. In a room full of chaos or noise, Tommy is the still center, the eye of the storm. His gaze alone commands respect, and when he speaks, his words hold more weight than most people's entire life story. This is where the real power lies, when you don't have to prove anything. When your presence alone makes people stop and take notice. Think about it. How many times have you met someone who has a quiet confidence about them that makes you want to listen, to follow, even if they don't say a word? Tommy Shelby isn't just a man of presence, he's a man of mind. This is where most people fail to understand his true strength. It's not in brute force, nor in raw aggression, but in his ability to think several moves ahead. Tommy is a master strategist, a guy who doesn't act impulsively but plans with precision. In the world Tommy lives in, every decision has consequences, and he knows this better than anyone. Whether he's dealing with rival gangs, business partners, or politicians, Tommy's strategy is always ahead of the game. He doesn't just react, he predicts, anticipates, and manipulates. Think about the way he plans his moves. Every detail, no matter how small, is calculated. When everyone else is caught up in the rush of emotions and reactions, Tommy is already thinking about how to turn the situation in his favor. His greatest weapon isn't his fists, it's his ability to outthink everyone around him. And here's the key. He's always in control of the situation, even when it seems like he's losing. That's the power of the mind. When you control the way you think, you control everything around you. Now, let's talk about something that sets Tommy apart from most people. His ability to remain calm in chaos. The world could be falling apart around him, and yet Tommy stands still. This is one of the most important aspects of his power. Calmness in chaos is a superpower. When everyone else panics, Tommy stays collected. Think about it. How many times have you seen a leader crumble when things get tough? But Tommy, he's the rock in the storm. This kind of composure is magnetic. It draws people to him. When they see him calm and calculating, it reassures them. It gives them confidence that no matter what, he'll get them through. This ability doesn't come from being emotionally detached. It comes from being emotionally in control. Tommy knows his emotions, understands them, and can turn them on and off at will. He doesn't let fear, anger, or panic cloud his judgment. He's clear-headed, and that clarity gives him a powerful advantage. If you want to be like Tommy Shelby, you need to learn how to control your reactions. In moments of stress, remain calm, because when you do, the world around you bends to your will. Now, let's dive deeper into Tommy's emotional control. He's a man who's been through unimaginable hardships, World War I, family losses, betrayals, wars, yet he's always in control of his emotions. This is one of his most dangerous qualities. The key isn't that Tommy doesn't feel, it's that he knows how to manage those feelings. He's not ruled by them. You see, most people act on impulse, driven by their emotional states, fear, anger, pride, jealousy. But Tommy uses his emotions as fuel. When he feels angry, he channels that energy into his next move, not into a rash decision. Think about it. When you can control your emotions, you can control how you respond to the world. You can take that anger and turn it into strategy, that sadness and turn it into power. You can be both fierce and calm at the same time, like Tommy. He's not just surviving his emotions, he's mastering them. Let's talk about one of Tommy Shelby's most intriguing traits, his charisma. This guy isn't just a leader. He's the kind of person people are naturally drawn to. There's something magnetic about him. Whether it's his quiet confidence, his sharp wit, or his undeniable strength, Tommy has a way of making you believe in him, even when you shouldn't. But here's the thing, Tommy isn't just charming, he's manipulative in the best possible way. And manipulation isn't always a bad thing, especially when you're using it to achieve a greater goal. Tommy doesn't manipulate people for the sake of cruelty, he manipulates them to get the results he needs. This could be convincing a business partner to trust him, or even making a rival believe that they have the upper hand, when in fact, he's been in control the entire time. Tommy knows that if you can understand someone's desires, fears, and weaknesses, you can get them to act in your favor. It's all about understanding human nature, and Tommy is a master at it. Even though Tommy seems emotionally detached, there's a deep current running beneath the surface. He feels pain, love, regret, just like anyone else. But what sets him apart is that he doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He's not letting his emotions dictate his actions. Instead, he uses them as part of his greater plan. Tommy's relationships, especially with his family, are complicated. He's not a perfect man, but he's a man who understands the complexities of his own emotional world. His love for his family, his loyalty, even his moments of weakness, all come together to make him a more human character. But he never lets this vulnerability get in the way of his goals. When you allow your emotions to drive you, you risk losing control. But when you harness them, when you turn them into fuel for your ambition, that's when you unlock real power, just like Tommy. So, what makes Tommy Shelby so powerful? It's his ability to control everything around him, from the way he holds himself, to the way he manipulates situations, to the way he controls his own mind and emotions. Tommy doesn't just lead, he guides people, not with force, but with an understanding that control is the real key to power. You want to be like Tommy Shelby? Start by mastering yourself. Master your mind, control your emotions, and own your presence. When you do that, the world will bend to your will, just like it does for him. That's it for today's deep dive into Tommy Shelby's presence, power, and control. If you're ready to level up and embody the qualities of a true leader, start practicing control, calmness, and strategy in every part of your life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, remember, true power comes from within.